No, you're top of it.
Good evening, Philadelphia family, and thank you for joining us for week 3 of session 2 for the Philadelphia Premier League. For the first session, we're going to be joined here to watch a match between Britt and Colleen by Ray Rulin. Ray, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, Jamal? Thank you for inviting me to this awesome event.
Yeah, not a problem at all. It's great getting different people in here, especially people who've shot in this event. And, you know, as most recently as earlier this year, you were one of our participants. You shot on stream for us as well. So I always like getting this perspective of people that were in the event, and just to see how your mentality was approaching this year's Premier League.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously I was a little disappointed. No, not a little, a lot disappointed with my performance. But the fact of the matter is, it's very hard to be in this particular group of shooters. It's you know, there's not going to be an easy match, and if you're not confident in how you're doing and how your darts are landing, it's a quick downward spiral.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, it's awesome that I got to be a part of it this year. The last time I was in the Premier League, the great Bill Davis was a part of that crew, and it's taken me a long time to get back into it. So, I'm hoping to get back into it next year and do better. But yeah, you definitely, from a mental perspective, you gotta bring your A game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it definitely is an achievement in itself, just making it to this field of shooters. So I thought you were in the Premier League last year as well.
No, it was not last season. I think I missed the cut by like a half point or so.
Okay.
I would say. No, but I think this was year number 2 for me. I think.
Okay, yeah, and I think I misspoke and earlier during commentary when you were shooting on stream. I thought you had you were in it last year. For some reason I remember you either last year or the year before that, but either way,
No,
like I said,
what? I have to be in the right headspace to kind of review those matches because I know, but you have to. That's another thing for shooters out there who may be listening. Any chance you get to get yourself on film, you want to win or lose. You want to take advantage of it because you're gonna see mistakes you made
Yes.
that you didn't realize you did at the time, and maybe it was a small mistake, but maybe it was a game changer if you caught it, at the time that you're shooting. So
yeah, I've helped out shooters a lot in the Philadelphia area and abroad, and having video is one of the best tools I could say when it comes to me and coaching, because I'm able to pinpoint the different times where mechanics may have changed and where you can really see the result of what happens after that change and slow it down, rewind it, rewatch it, things like that. So video is definitely an excellent thing.
because you'd be amazed at how your headspace just really affects your physical performance itself. It's something to see, and you should get a chance. If you get a chance to see it, you should.
So it looks like we're underway here between Colleen and Brittany.
Okay.
See if we can't get the scoreboard updated for you, and there we go. Forkin comes to the rescue.
All right. Okay.
So this match is a battle for first place. on the women's side of the Premier League. Both shooters are at the top of the leaderboards, and I'm trying to pull up the stats here, just so I can give you the point rundown for both shooters.
Solid recovery there with Brittany. He threw that dart off the board and just came back with a solid 60. And here's Colleen firing back. Nice.
Yeah, and I think both of these ladies have played enough against each other that they're going straight in. There's no
That is
feel out
true.
period. They know what to expect.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so as we stand, actually that was stage 1. Get to
Good
stage
pick,
2.
Third pick there.
Okay, so here we go. So currently Brittany Jasinski's in first place with 6 points, and Colleen Russell's in second place with 5 points.
Wow, that's tight.
Yeah, both ladies have had 3 matches played, so we're even on matches played, and there's 1 point separating the two of them.
Good third dart.
So like I said, this is kind of a battle for first place here.
Yeah,
If it ends in a tie, Brittany would win. Well, remain in first place, I should say.
right.
But if Colleen's able to get the victory, then she would leapfrog her. And obviously, if Brittany wins, she stays in first place.
Yeah, but it's a very tight match so far.
So on the women's side, the top 4, and men's side, the top 4 shooters at the end of this session will make it to finals night.
Right.
The women are playing a best of 10 legs, so 5 gets you the tie, 6 gets you the win.
Win, right.
Win is worth 2 points, and the tie is worth 1 point. Just to give you a kind of rundown of what's going on.
166 left.
So Colleen not quite able to set it up to what she would like there. She's still sitting at a 106, but Brittany wasn't really able to make her punish. Wasn't really able to punish her there.
Right. Is she at 86? No, maybe not.
I think the first one's in a 1.
Okay.
It should leave her with 80. Once that music gets quiet, you have to
Yeah.
and we're so close to the shooters. We're right behind them on the
I know,
tables.
You don't want to detract from their concentration.
Yeah. And so Brittany might have left herself in the 95 there. So Colleen's going to get first crack with the 80.
I think that's another 1. Okay.
Yeah. So how's a look here? I'm going to go to the 13s. Comes up short on that. We're looking at a 73.
I'm not quite sure where she was headed.
I think
there.
she opted to
Took
stay at
it
the
to 13.
13.
Okay.
Yeah.
To get her 40? Yeah, okay.
Well, she had a 73, so that left her 34. All right. Yeah, it would have left her 34. So it wasn't.
Well, if she had gotten to trip 13,
It would be 39. It'd be yeah. So I think she was probably thinking 63 there. The move probably would be go to the 19. Either way, 3 darts in hand, looking at the 61. So 46. Yeah, go 6-10 split.
There you go.
And 1 dart at the double top. Good luck.
Bad luck, yeah. Let's see what happens with Brittany here.
Yeah, she has an opportunity at the end to try to hold her throw here. She's able to hit the 63. Opts for the double top.
Ooh,
Just above.
that's right above it.
So both shooters with opportunities in this leg.
Yeah.
First leg out the shoot, maybe not fully warmed up here.
If Colleen can capitalize on this, put her in good position. Okay.
Looks like we have some Brit fans in the chat.
Okay.
Well, that 5 is going to give Colleen another opportunity to take a look here at the double 10. See if you can catch his third dart. Unable to
Okay.
do so.
I'd almost rather that happen sometime.
Yeah, then hit the
Chasing that
5.
Oof, that 1 can be the hardest number to hit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great opportunity to try to get an early break of throw. See if Brittany can close the door down. 1 dart, unable to hit it.
I think both ladies are still trying to work off their nerves here. Settle into their strokes.
That's a great guide dart.
It is. Ooh, it's a little high.
Unable to utilize that first one.
Yeah. That second dart was trouble.
Yeah, the way it was laying down.
Yeah,
Sometimes when you try to adjust around a dart is when you get in trouble.
exactly. You don't want to hit a 9 at that point.
Colleen's still coming high here. Gonna need to make the adjustment, but not to hit a 5.
Oh,
And I say it because I knew it was
it
coming.
is.
If you look at her last turn, when she put the 1 right on the top wire, she overshot the next 2.
Yep.
Almost trying to bank it in off the dart.
Yep.
So you can see she was over adjusting.
Yeah, and then.
And it
those
just
two
carried
darts
right
being
into the
as
next
high
one.
as They were dropped it low in the third dart.
Yep, absolutely. We've all done
There you
it.
go.
We've all done it.
That's the most important shot she made so far.
Believe it or not, that's probably a good guide dart for her.
Yeah. Ooh,
Bang. That's
is that
it.
going? It's okay.
Yep. I tell you, that was a good guide dart for her.
Yeah.
Because
Dude,
she was so far off, she was able to just wash that throw and start from fresh right at the 2.
yeah. Yeah. So now she goes into the second. That's a great start.
Yeah, so Colleen gets the early break of throw, starts off with a nice
Very
140
nice start.
shot to start this leg.
Now, Britt just kind of has to forget about that last match and keep stroking.
Yeah, she's gonna have to do well to not get in her own head there, Britt. She had a lot of opportunities at that,
She did.
but you need, like you said, you need to get it out of your head and put it behind you. Move on.
And Colleen is making it really tough on her right now.
Yeah, she's putting the pressure.
Yep.
She wants to solidify that break of throw by holding here.
Absolutely.
Break is not a break until you hold it.
At this point, it's Britt that's got to catch up. Good shift. Good shift.
Yeah, I kind of would have liked to see her start off on the 19s.
19. Oh, okay, from there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it gives you 2 right at the top. Try to get the triple to leave yourself an out shot.
Right.
I mean, at that point on the third dart, she could have stayed at the 20.
Yeah, but the way it sounded in that second dart landing, I wasn't sure how solid it was in that
Yeah, good point.
20. There you go.
Either way, she has some room in this leg.
Yeah.
Hits the 99.
She's cruising right now.
Mm-hmm. Great first start.
Nice start. Nice start.
Not only was it a triple, you can hear it was a solid throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, she put confidence behind that dart. Colleen's going to look 2 darts in hand at the 88. Stays at the top. Looking at 68. It's going to stay right there again. Walks away with a solid 60. Yeah, I mean, it's up to Brittany at this point to try to put some pressure on her on this leg. So 48 shot. Do you shoot the wire, or do you specifically go for 16 or 8?
I try to go just in between the between the 8 and the 16, just almost
Right there?
exactly. So whichever one, because I can't tell you how many times I've shot an 11 or 7. Oof.
Yeah, I think she caught the 888 there, so she's looking at a 24.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, she kind of looked around, wasn't sure if it was a 16.
Okay. Oh no. Would have been unfortunate.
Yeah, I tend to try to shoot the wire, but shade towards the 8 because I like the double top
You like the
that
double
much
top.
more. Yeah, but usually shooting the wire is a safe bet.
There's something to be said about just shooting the same wedge, though. Oh, think she got it?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Catches it on the 3rd dart.
Yeah, she's really holding on to that lead now.
And she was putting a lot of air in those doubles at the top of the board. But it's good to see her adjust on that 3rd dart, bring it
was a
back
good
down.
adjustment because those first 2 darts were
It was reminiscent of the 5 when she shot at
right,
the 5.
Yeah, exactly. But she dropped it right into the 5 in that round. All right, solid start with Colleen. I tell you, that's a frustrating first start hitting that.
Oh, you're telling me I'm the lord of the 3, man. Get them right in the corner.
You know, you need that trip 20.
Yeah, it's one of those darts where you get it so close, you don't really want to make any
Right.
big adjustments, which makes it even more frustrating.
Exactly. Because, you know, when it's that close, there really is no adjustment. You just kind of have to do the same shot.
Oh, unfortunate.
All right, but you got that trip 20 in the second dart, so it's a
Yeah.
solid score.
It was enough to poke her nose in front in this leg
Yeah.
as she's trying to challenge another throw from Brittany.
Brittany, those
Yeah, fighting back nicely there. 79 score.
79, okay. Okay.
Opens the door a little bit there for Colleen. Trying to challenge this throw. She's going to need to hit something big here, though.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah, misses an opportunity there.
It is. Let's see if Brittany can capitalize on it. Oh,
Hits
is
that
another
triple
three?
one. Yeah. Unfortunate
It
there.
is unfortunate.
Difference of 114 points there.
Yeah. Forty-one. Okay.
Great second
right.
dart.
Looks like caught that trip on the second dart.
It was a good adjustment too. The first
Yeah.
one was in the 5. It was close, but she was able to walk it down into the
And
triple
that
20.
third dart was just outside of that triple 20. Okay. Brittany's got some breathing room here. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Solid dodge.
Yeah, let's give her something to build off of here in
Yeah.
this leg.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you can build that momentum going into that finish. That's
Mhm.
huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like Colleen's catching a little bit of fire here too.
Yeah, great answer. Doesn't quite get her to an outshot, so Brittany's going to have 6 here at the
Oh, that's a
102.
great
May only
first
need
start.
3. 36
Yeah, okay. All right.
comes inside.
She's gonna have another look at it, so should be okay.
I think it was good to see her get aggressive on the 18 there.
Absolutely.
Might have been better serve going outside the 18, but where she's at in the match and her mindset, she wants to hit that dart.
Absolutely.
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right on the wire. Let's see if she can use that dart.
Nice.
It does.
Very good hit. Very good adjustment there.
So solid hold of throw there for Brittany. Gets
Yeah.
her back into this match. Gets a point on the board. So what were some of your takeaways from this year's Premier League?
Well, you know, I think I need to focus on basically one match at a time. And what I mean by that is because I kind of had the ADA championship matches and those taking place in Valley Forge kind of
Oh yeah, with Troy and
Troy
yeah.
and that was a soft tip. It starts out as a soft tip, which is a much lighter dart than what I normally throw.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was part of the reason why I was just not comfortable in my shooting during the Premier League is because I went from shooting a soft tip weight dart to my regular steel tip weight dart. It's a difference of 4 grams. Now, for some people that may not be a big difference, but for me it was. I'm the type of shooter that I need to constantly shoot in order to.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you got to
really
be
proficient.
comfortable to be consistent.
Yeah.
And if you're changing weights, it's hard to get comfortable.
Yeah, and when you, and I know I'm going to see this when I watch it on tape, when I know how my darts land when I'm stroking correctly, and I did not see a lot of that at all when I was shooting in this particular league. So I need to focus. You know, I don't. I've already told myself don't get yourself in that situation ever again. You know,
Yeah.
it's just. Yeah, and again, it was nice because I was invited to shoot in that championship, and believe me, I love seeing Troy and hanging out with him. It was a great time. We did really well actually, but ultimately, this is this is my not my bread and butter, but this is where I want to make my mark. Not,
Right. This is
yeah.
this is your local competition. It's
Yeah, yeah. And again, and a lot of people come up to me and say, "Hey, there's a lot of people that wanted to be in that, in that freaking match itself, in the league itself."
oh yeah.
And
You're sitting next to one of them.
and it's
And why was I not in it, Ray?
well,
Should we
because
inform the viewers of why I didn't make it?
there was a bit of a shootout.
Yeah, and Ray kicked my butt.
I don't know if it was like.
Oh, it was a
Monday,
butt
but-
whooping.
but-
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's hard to maintain perspective when you're when you're at the bottom of the totem pole. But then you look at the names on the board. It's like, okay, you know what? Okay, you just got to do better. That's the answer. So,
Yeah, when you surround yourself with better shooters, you have a
Right.
tendency to downplay your achievement.
you do.
You know, it's very easy if you're not sitting on top, you're last, and a lot of people have that mentality. But when you're only playing the best, it's hard to be on top all the time.
Exactly. And it's, that is my takeaway. Like I'm gonna have to go back and review the tape and be in the right headspace for it and just be critical. Like look at what exactly went wrong and not do it again. And it's gonna be painful, but it's part of the process. So, but yeah, that's my takeaway is just focus on the match that means the most to me. And this being in a Premier League is a very big deal for anybody who shoots darts in the city. kind of like being in the Fisher Cup. You know,
Yes.
it's that is a great honor to be on that team. Win, lose, or draw, whatever. It's the fact that you're part of that team is something to hang your hat on.
Absolutely. I definitely agree there. These invite tournaments or earn position tournaments it shows you that the work that you've done has been acknowledged and
Exactly.
recognized.
Exactly. And because this is, for lack of a better term, wow, that's a great shot at Colleen there. Lack of a better term, this is a very lonely sport. I mean, like,
Yes,
you-
it is.
you are your own worst, cheerleader, and you're also your best cheerleader. You know, it's just the nature of the beast. So, yeah, don't get too hung up on the bad stuff. All right, Colleen's in and out here. Let's see what she
Yeah.
does.
I think that might be in a double.
I'm not okay.
Leaves her a double 8. And she hits it.
Wow.
That's one way to do it.
That's what absolutely. But that double shot. Sometimes just the fact that you hit that double can throw you off from hitting the second double that you need.
Uh-huh. I would definitely agree there. But she didn't let it bother her. She took it in
No,
stride,
that was
made the
solid.
transition, and got it right on the second dart.
Yeah.
As is, she holds on to that breaker throw. You're looking at a 3-1 lead here.
Okay.
If you're average watcher, you can definitely see that Brittany stepped up her game where she was earlier.
Absolutely.
But with this short format, it's going to be important for her not to lose another throw here, because she doesn't want Colleen going 4-1 up. Two
That's
breaks a
gonna be
throw in
right.
hand.
Exactly.
So this is definitely a big hole to throw for Britt.
And sometimes when you're in this kind of situation, just being able to hit solid darts can get you on that road to hitting something bigger. Like a 60 here would have been perfectly fine, but trying
Correct.
to push that trip 20, now you're digging a bigger hole for yourself.
Yeah, and even as a shooter, I get into that same route where you're thinking, I keep having bad turns. I need good turns to make up
good
for
turns,
it, and your
right.
good turns are 80 pluses.
Right.
So you're pushing for those triples to make up for the misses.
Right.
But yeah, overall, if you just hit solid 60s, it'll get you far.
Yeah. Because I mean, for her part, Colleen has not been hitting the darts she was hitting the last round. So, man, Brittany's got more breathing room, I think, than she thinks. She just needs to kind of settle in there and hit the darts that she's very well capable of hitting. Okay.
Unfortunate there, the third dart. Still not really any pressure on this leg from Colleen.
Ooh, that's okay. Glad that dart stayed in there.
Yeah, that was a risky move,
It
but
was.
more importantly there, she probably should have went to the bullseye with the
Bullseye.
third dart.
Yeah.
One, to leave an out shot, but two, because that second dart was barely holding
barely
on.
hanging on. Colleen is switching up her numbers, and not sure if it's working out too well for her. Okay, Britt. Come on.
Yeah, Brittany's taking a second to recompose herself.
Yeah.
Able to come back, though, a better dart on a third there. Yeah, I think
Okay.
both shooters are kind of fighting their demons.
They are.
It really being shown on this leg.
They are.
Might just come down to whoever is able to right the ship faster.
Yeah, and I'm hoping Colleen is not falling into that trap of getting comfortable with her lead. Because sometimes you're just like, okay, it's you can kind of let up on your pressure a little bit.
That's a better dart there.
It was good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a better dart, better
Yeah.
throw. I think she catches a 3 on the last one. No, she got the 19. But overall, just the form kind of cleaned up from where it was
Right.
just minutes ago. Yeah, 2 in hand, looking at the 54. Hits the single. 1 at the double top. Comes a little bit low on that third one.
Let's see where.
So Colleen has a shot at the 122.
I do not like that first start.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. First dart,
It should've been
18.
18, yeah. And this is. Ooh, it's a good third dart. Great third dart.
Yeah, great pick on the last one. And I know Colleen watches this back, so I'm being critical. So she knows, 122, you have to go 18.
Yeah.
Give yourself a second dart
Exactly.
if you can't hit the triple.
This is the level where that one dart may have made the difference. You know what I mean? Like,
Brittany's having to adjust here. See if she can walk it into the side of those first two.
okay.
Unable to do so. But Colleen's going to get a look here at the 38. This would be for the second break of throw that we were talking about in the beginning of this leg.
See where she goes. Oh, wow, went right at it. I love. That's a.
That was a great dart.
Yeah.
So in the end, she was able to solidify that second break of throw. Takes a 3-leg lead here, 4-1. Again, you get the 5, you get a point. You get the 6, you get 2 points.
2 points, yeah. And she's going to need both points to overtake Brittany, correct? But
Yeah.
no, she's right.
If she wins this match, she'll take over first place on the leaderboards. Yeah, I listen to PDC and I listen to a lot of the commentators on there, and Paul Nicholson always has a quote, and I think he actually got it from John Part, if I remember correctly, which is you never want your opponent closer to winning than he is closer to you. So
That's
at Colleen at 4 legs, she needs 2 legs to win. Brittany needs 3 legs to catch up.
Right, right.
So you're always trying to keep your opponent closer to you than they are closer to winning.
Yeah, yeah. Great John Part. This guy's got some great insight to this game, I tell you.
Yeah, he's one of the guys I would love to meet. Haven't gotten an opportunity to meet him yet. I don't really get out of the Philadelphia area and travel for darts necessarily. Yeah.
You might be interested to know that I once had the great John Part chalking my game
Oh
during
wow,
a CDC match.
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, he's a really down to earth man. And this was years back when the CDC had come here, and the CDC are stopping back here again this year. But John Part was here. He got a chance to catch up with his former partner, Mick Sweeney. And,
Yeah, I was talking to Mick Sweeney, and he said that he was a partner with John Part years ago.
years and years
We were
ago.
talking about that. Mick Sweeney, one of our Philadelphia legends here.
Absolutely. And I think he was one of the Premier League shooters the last time I was in the Premier League too. Yeah, he's another
Mick?
phenomenal. Yeah, he's another phenomenal shooter.
Yeah, I've known Mick for years. I've been in the Philadelphia dart scene since 2000.
Okay.
I first joined Quaker City Darts in the year 2000, so I've had my opportunities to meet a lot of good shooters over the years, but I didn't start coming out to tournaments and such until 2019. And my very first Mr. Philly finals, my first match was against Mick.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was a it was a great battle between the two of us. Luckily, I was able to get the win in that one.
My very first Mr. Philly match was against Bill Davis.
Oh yeah, in the finals.
No, not in the fight.
Well, like Mr. Philly final day.
Right,
The tournament.
right,
Yeah,
that was in the tournament. Great shot by Colleen.
that's a hell of a way to start the day off.
It was. It was even worse as I actually beat him.
Oh wow.
It was hard to focus the rest of the day. And then so I knocked him to the losers bracket, and then when I got knocked to losers bracket, I ran into him again, and he did not. Great shot by Britt right there.
Yeah, great setup.
This is a great match.
So Billy Davis, one of our great Philadelphia shooters. So I shot against him years ago. At the time, I didn't like. I knew Billy Davis. Ooh,
Oh, right there, Brittany.
that was a great look at the
That was a
110.
great look.
So I knew of Billy Davis as a great shooter, but I didn't understand or realize his accomplishments at that time. And the year I played him was the year after he had beat John Part in the finals in the World Championship.
Yeah.
And I wish I would have known, because I would have loved to pick his brain about that moment of his life, just
Well,
to get a better understanding of it.
It's out there on YouTube. I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah, I've watched the match. It was great. But just, get the player's perspective.
Right, absolutely. Come on, Britt. Come on.
Unfortunate on the one, she was able to clean it up.
Yep.
Let's see if she gets another look here. If Colin can take out the 126.
I don't
think-
like that start either.
No. Yeah,
I
again,
think it would have gone 19 route.
19 should have been the route, I believe, on the 126.
Did she get that trip 18?
I believe she did, but doesn't stop Brittany from getting a look here at the 32. Gonna have to move to the double four in the last start, and
Very
able to
nice.
catch
well
it.
Done, Britt.
She does it great
That is
to.
a huge dart right there.
Yeah, she gets that break of throw that she just lost in the last
Right.
leg, and again keeps that
her
distance shorter as she tries to reel Colleen back in here.
Okay, that's not a bad start. Hey, Colleen just doesn't really get too worked up. Yeah, she's got very good composure for this match.
Yeah, I mean, she is the reigning back-to-back Mrs. Philly,
Yeah.
so she's definitely one of those shooters who are able to control the moment.
And that's really what you need. Like you need to really have a good belief in the fact that you're going to pull this out. Nice
Yeah.
hit.
Nice 95 there, gets it right back into this leg.
And she just keeps pushing Brittany. I tell you, Brittany, she's really good under pressure.
Yeah. Also a multi-winner of the Mrs. Philly Championship.
Right?
I hate to throw out numbers. I know I'm just going to be wrong, but I think it's somewhere around like 4 or 5
Oh, really?
time winner of the Mrs. Philly. Yeah.
I believe, yeah. Good round. Good round.
Hey, what's going on, Paul? I see you checking in there as well with Russ.
How you doing, Russ? How's it going,
Checking
Paul?
in on your girl, I see.
Okay.
Hmm?
Is that 50?
Yeah, it's a 50, but I think Brittany has at least a clean 6 here. She would love to get under 100 on this turn. Going to need another triple to do so. Unable to get it, but still puts herself in a good position with Colleen back on 244. Colleen's going to need a triple here to get to an outshot. And able to get it. That was an excellent third dart.
Nice dart.
Does get her down to at least an outshot.
All right. $37 shot.
Yeah, only able to get the 37 there. Colleen's going to have a look at the 144. It's a high shot. It's definitely a makeable an outshot. But
What's your preferred route for this number, Jamal?
see, I'd like to go for the 20,
Do you?
but
Okay.
the Rob Cross 18s
18, yeah,
is
that's-
always intriguing.
Yes. Ooh.
I will never say no to the trip 18 on the 144.
The way I look at it is if you can hit that first trip 18, then you've got a very good chance of getting the second trip 18 if you can use that dart. Okay, Britt. Come on.
Unfortunate with the second dart there. Deprives herself a shot at the out. So
See
Colleen's
what
going to get a look at
happens.
the 85.
70 left, okay.
Should go to the 20 here.
Yep. Oh, and she did not. What is? I can't tell what
I think she had a double 10.
Okay, so that's still a 20. She's got double bull. Okay.
Yeah, she did. It was a good look at the bull shot there. She got a little lucky, a little fortunate hitting that double 10.
Yeah.
Pretty good for the double 10 there. Unable to hit it.
Ooh, that's way off.
Yeah, I think.
All right.
Oop. I think Brittany's a little bit in her own head right here. I think even before the dart hit the board, she was already kind of smacking her leg at it.
Let's see where Colleen goes with this. Going right at it.
See if she can work over that first dart.
Okay.
Unable to hit it there. So Britt's going to need to compose herself here. Hit that big one. All right, now we move down to the double 2. It's a good,
marker.
unfortunate there.
Landed.
Definitely was a good marker there on the second dart.
Yeah. Bust that?
Yeah, it was a single 15 on that last dart.
Great dart.
Yeah, right in there
That-
for
that
Colleen.
15, that double 15, I would almost like to hit it like a single 15 on the first dart. That way
Yeah.
have two darts to clean up as opposed to.
Yeah, with those odd numbers, you kind of want to get more aggressive on the first one just for that reason.
Right. Very good start here by Colleen.
If you're looking at like a especially a lower double,
Right.
because a lot of shooters you can end up blocking yourself if you miss low, and
Yeah.
you kind of screwed your whole turn by not getting aggressive enough on the first one.
I mean, Colleen had that double 19 and the double 15, and she doesn't seem to have any issues going for those lower numbers.
No. And that double 15 gets her to 5 legs on this match, which gives her 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
That's a huge round right
Yeah,
there.
excellent 140 there. As she looks to try to close this match out. She's able to get the second point again. That will put her on the top of the leaderboard.
Good answer by Brittany.
I think both ladies will still have one more match to shoot after this one.
Okay.
Each shooter shooting 5 matches. They're both currently sitting at 3 matches, so they should have one more after this.
Nice pick. It's
Yeah,
so
great
easy
third dart.
to just kind of press too hard on a situation like this where Colleen kind of lost the dart because of the bounce out.
Had a little pit stop going on in the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Brittany's back's against the wall here. She's going to have to try to find some way to start putting some pressure on Colleen on this leg.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lou Vessels, who left his starts here last week. Most empty case ever.
Oh my God. Well, if Lou Vessels is listening, or friends or family of Lou, we have your darts. You left them here at Columbia last week.
Very nice hit by
Walking
Brittany.
in, he's back on straight.
Well, hopefully he knows they're here, so he's not looking for them.
He convinced me to get him behind the bar.
Oh, okay. Well, I've just been informed he does know they're here.
I'm putting hot glue on him.
Sabotage.
Sabotage. I wouldn't do that to you, Lou.
Listen up, y'all. It's a sabotage.
Come on. Ooh.
Yeah, good last start there. Leaves herself a ton. Good thinking with
Yeah.
by Britt. Colleen gets 3 at the 94. Now looking at an 82.
You going double bull here?
I like the 14. It's a bigger target. Yeah. 3 in hand, yes. 2 in hand. I go, ooh. Wasn't quite big enough for that dart.
Oh, ouch.
Right off
What
the
if that was
wire.
the same dart that bounced out on it?
Right back in
All
it.
right, yeah. Great
Yeah.
recovery.
A 54 shot. Leaves herself 40. If Brittany's not able to take out the 117, she gets a look at it here.
Very
Last start in hand, double top. And hits
great
it.
dart. Great
Excellent
dart.
117 to keep the match alive.
Fantastic. Nerves of steel. Tell you what.
Just remind me, you should say it's me.
Yeah, very good start here with Brittany. Okay.
A great job, Colleen, to answer back there with an 80.
Very nice hit.
And great
Seems
darts.
to be finding her groove now.
Well, some shooters, when your back gets against the wall,
Absolutely.
you push
As
off
I
that
said-
wall.
I said earlier she does great under pressure.
Great answer. Both shooters now
Yeah.
catching a rhythm here.
Colleen is definitely not making it easy. Okay.
Right there on the last one.
Yeah.
Walks away with the 60. Again, keeps it right in range in this leg. Another solid 60. Unable to hit the trip there, so Brittany has an opportunity to stretch a little bit of a lead.
Ooh.
Great catch on the last
Great
dart. Hitting the 60.
60.
Yeah, it was good thinking too. If she hits a single, it leaves her the 170 outshot. As the late great Ray Fisher used to tell me, it's one thing to shoot bad darts, but it's another to do bad math.
Exactly.
The math you can always control.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so Brittany has a great opportunity here looking at the 114. Looks like
That's
she's gonna
not
leave
too
herself
bad.
a 90.
90 left.
Man, unless Colleen's able to hit something big here.
It's a great first start.
Ooh,
Should be
good look at it. Looking at a 72. And she opts
stay
to-
on there?
yeah, she stays at
Okay.
the 20. Wasn't sure if she was going to look at the 12 or the 16. Ends up staying at the 20. Brittany needed another 20 there to get a look at a bull. Unable to do so, she gives Colleen the opportunity, 3 darts in hand, to look at the 52. A little wayward. Gonna need to waste a dart to clean it up here.
Got one dart and double top.
Oh,
That
right
was
on the
very
wire.
close. Wow.
Yeah, from this vantage point, it looks like that was touching the wire.
Yeah. Yeah, those easy
Yeah,
shots almost become impossible when you're in your own head.
Yeah, unable to hit it there. She does leave herself a 40 if Colleen can't take the 40 out herself. Gonna need to move to the left of that one.
Oh,
Yeah, see, that's
that. Yeah.
that was the danger. She hit the dart and it knocked it down.
Right,
That's why I was saying she was gonna need to move left.
Yeah.
She went right back at it and got bit for it.
See, Brett can capitalize on this. Good marker.
Yeah, great guide dart.
There it
Able
is.
to use it.
There it is.
So Brittany here's reeling her back in. She's now 1 break down. And last opportunity to get that break of throw to tie this up, gain a point out of it.
Yeah.
She's able to do so. She will remain on top of the leaderboard. If Colleen's able to get this leg, then she will move ahead. So this leg is literally for leaderboard.
Right. All the marbles.
And I do not think that was the start Colleen was looking for. So Brittany can take advantage of it here. Gets a 45. She would have hoped for more, but still very early on in this leg.
Solid darts. Okay. Kind of just keeping pace.
Yeah, both shooters kind of going back and forth here. Neither shooter really taking the advantage yet. This is the pressured leg, so you'd expect a little bit of nerves in this one. Both shooters are well aware what was at stake.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Wow,
What happened there?
that was a wicked kiss. I think that might have hit the flight of one of the darts that were on the board, and
And you
somehow the
just-
tip just held on.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, Britt.
Don't push that dart.
I
Don't
think
push that
she's
dart.
just starting to get leery about her flights now and just, hitting it again and getting another bounce out. She really can't afford it this late to the match. Very good kiss there.
Yeah, gets a great kiss in the context of this match of both shooters struggling to hit triples. Shouldn't say match. This leg.
Nice leg. See if this wakes up Colleen. Solid hit.
Yeah, well, Brittany's effectively stolen the darts here on a must-win leg.
Yep.
South darts hits the 60. Keeps her ahead. Colleen's going to need to hit a triple here to catch back up.
Ooh. I think that's a good idea to ship downstairs because that second dart did not look good.
Yeah, like you said, I think she is a little mindful because she's had a
Yeah,
couple bad kisses, bad deflections. Yeah, at least
So
a little bit of
199?
a little bit of an opening right here for Colleen to get back in this leg. See if she's able to
adjust that.
capitalize.
Close.
And close, unable to catch that triple 20. So Brittany, as is, still in the driver's seat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
you
good looking
just need a
darts.
Very solid. Yeah, I mean, they're right there outside, but leaving something out now. Oh, here, great first start by Colleen.
So you can put another one in there.
Great darts. Great.
Just a
darts.
ton.
That's tough.
I think she kind of laid up on that third dart just to solidify
Right.
getting a 20, leaving herself under 120. It's a good move. So Brittany under 100 now, so looking at an 80. If Colleen can't get the 118 out here. She needed a 20 there. Man, looking at the 70 and now goes 18. So Colleen.
68 shot, 60 left.
Yep. Brittany has 3 darts here at the 80.
And for the
And she
Wow.
gets it.
very nice match. I tell you, Brittany, she is great under pressure. Like,
Yeah.
just
Big pressure darts there between that 117 out.
that way up.
Now with the 80 out, able to solidify a point there, remains top of the leaderboard.
Wow.
Great match back and forth between both shooters. You know, they both had their highs, they both had their lows throughout that match. But
Right.
you know, I think if you would have told both of them it was going to be a 5-5 tie going into it, they would have said, "Okay, I can see that happening."
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
But I mean, yeah, don't forget, Colleen had a very comfortable lead there.
She did.
You know, and then Brittany just fought back. She just really just.
yeah, that big
fought
shot
her
was
way back.
that 117.
Yep, absolutely. She got that 117, and she started out with a ton. You know, on the first set of darts after that.
Yeah, on that very next leg, she
Yeah.
started off very strong.
Yeah.
She started with that ton and kind of build off that momentum.
And it's funny because you can see her getting into her own head, but then just kind of shrugging it off and taking the shot. I mean, really, that's the mark of a really, really, really good shooter.
Yeah, I know Brittany's been struggling a little bit, you know, from her mouth. Been struggling a little bit with her darts lately, and you're going to have times where you're going to get a little flustered, but she did well to fight through it,
Yeah.
especially towards the end to try to get that point.
That third dart, you know, in the double top was she could with Colleen sitting on 60. She was, you know, maybe I think she was a little leery about her bounce outs, but if she was just shooting on 20, I think she would feel comfortable taking that, you know, taking that double. So Brittany hitting that in her third dart was great.
Yeah, and I mean, she did well because 2 legs prior, she had to look at the 80. She hit the single 20, and then she hit that one.
Right.
And she did well to move past that and not keep that shot in her head to affect this one. Gave herself an opportunity to win, and she ended up win that leg, and did so.
Yeah, that was a great match by both ladies. I tell you, it's
Yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation with Colleen about that mouth shot. So get some
122.
suspect. Yeah, the 122.
126. Yeah, especially the 126. And well, I mean, the 122. I don't think there is any other way to go at it other than the 18.
The
Right. Yeah.
the 19, yeah, for the
No, no,
126.
for 126, 19, but with the 122.
Oh, the 122,
she
yes.
shot at the
20,
21st,
yeah.
right. And I don't know. It's
Yeah, she's an excellent shooter. She definitely needs to really maximize the opportunities, and
right.
you know, all good shooters, when you get to that upper level, you need to take advantage of every opportunity you get, because your opponent's not going to give you many more.
Right.
You
and
know,
she did almost lose that, because I think that was the leg where she ended up taking the double 15.
yes,
And only because Britt kind of missed on, I can't remember, she was
she
shooting a
missed
32,
opportunities. Yeah, I think.
and I think it was 32. I don't remember offhand, but you know, that one dart could have been the difference between, you know, winning or losing that match. And you saw how close the overall ball match was. It could have been literally that one dart that decided the difference. And I mean, it's crazy how this game literally can just come down to a single dart throughout the entire set.
Yeah,
Oh, here comes Lou Vessels with his darts.
yeah. Lou was able to procure his darts back from the bar. It's excellent news.
I hope
Hopefully,
he,
Nooch didn't sabotage him in any way or
I
form.
hope he doesn't. Yeah. But yeah, that was a really good match.
Well, you know, it was excellent having you here, kind of telling us a little bit about your experience through the Premier League this year and in past years. And you know, I just wanted to say thank you for joining the broadcast.
Thank you for inviting me. This has been a great experience. Yeah, it's really something to just watch a really good match kind of unfolding, you know, before you, and just seeing two really good shooters just duke it out and end up with a tie. But still, yeah, again, it was great to be here. I thank you for the invite and getting the opportunity to do this.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to take a little bit of a break here. The next match that's going to be coming up on stream is going to be between Jeff Marinucci versus Lou Vessels. This match could be kind of pivotal on the men's side for the leaderboard. Both shooters, you know, trying to make that top four, that final cutoff. So, but yeah, thanks again for joining the broadcast, and we'll be back with you very shortly.
Take care, guys.
All right, folks, coming back to you live here from Columbia Social Club. Again, this is week 3 of the 2024 Philadelphia Premier League. Next on stream is going to be the men's match between Lou Vessels and Jeff Marinucci. Again, this is going to be a big one in the in terms of the leaderboard. Both shooters kind of battling for the top 4 slots. Did you switch the tab? We'll find out. Yeah, but he may have switched the number, so 6823. Yep, good. Ready? We are ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? You ready? Are you guys ready at home? I hope so, because it's about to happen. And we are getting underway with bull here. Looks like Nooch was able to get a single bull. Lou just outside, so Nooch is going to start us off here in this match. This is, on the men's side, going to be a best of 14. So first shooter 7 legs gets 1 point. If you're able to get 8 legs, you'll get the 2 points. Solid darts there, starting off with a 60. Was a good answer by Lou. Lou just got into the facility not too long ago, so you kind of have those concerns of whether he's had an opportunity to warm up or not, but just kind of go by the wayside when you start off a nice clean time. Jeff did shoot a match prior to this one, so he should be warmed up himself. He starts off with 2 solid 60s. Then we follow it right back up in the bed with another 60. So just to give you a rundown of the standings and where we're currently sitting. We have Jeff is sitting at 2 points in 6th place, and Lou is sitting with 4 points in 5th place. The cutoff is going to be the top 4, which in 4th position is going to be Drew Nusky at 6 points. So for Jeff to try to make that cutoff, he has 2 matches left to shoot, this being one of them, so 1 more after this. He will definitely need to win both of them to get above 6 points. Drew has 1 more match remaining, so he would need Drew to lose or tie that match. Actually, Jeff did win the head-to-head versus Drew. And looking at leg differential, Drew is sitting at +1 and Jeff is sitting at -8. I think the second tiebreaker goes down to leg differential, not necessarily head-to-head. And if that's the case, then Jeff would need to win both these matches that he has remaining, including this one. And he would need for Drew to tie or lose his remaining match. Lou's getting 1 dart at the 36 and hits it. So that was an excellent start-off breaker throw by Lou. And going to Lou's side, Luke also has 5 matches played, so he has 2 matches remaining, this one and another. He's sitting at 4 points. So if he's able to win both of his remaining matches, it won't come down to any type of tiebreaker with Drew only having 1 match remaining. Actually, let me strike that, because Lou has 2, so he can get another 4 points to put him to 8. Drew could get another 2 points to get him up to 8. So they would be tied. Lou sitting at -1 on the leg differential, and Drew sitting at 1. So that is still a very close race there for the top 4. So both shooters, if they want any hope of making it into the final 4, will need to win this match. Jeff's gonna have to do something here to start trying to find that triple. Yeah, that's a good 3rd dart there. Let's try to keep pressure on Lou here on throw. Lou with a nice solid 60. Looks like a bad kiss there on the 3rd dart for Jeff, as he still kind of finds himself trailing in this leg. Excellent cover shot there, catching the trip 19. Gets him not quite down to an out shot, but gives him some distance here in this leg. And Jeff's going to need something big here to put some pressure on Lou's throw, as he's trying to get that break of throw back. Unable to catch the triple, does get himself down to an out shot. Good triple there, leaves him with 90 left. Going for trip 18, excellent darts there. Great setup shot. Puts maximum pressure on the 48, leaving himself the 36 out. 2 in hand for the double 16. Just inside on the 2nd dart. Looks to the double 8. Unable to hit it. So Jeff's going to get an opportunity here. Take a look at the 36 with 3 darts in hand. Yes, Frank, happy birthday to our man who's tied for the leaderboard right now, John Mead. Jeff unable to hit it there. Camp, I see your comment about looking at both halves. I was looking at the 2nd session, which I thought had the first half session in it, but I'll take your word for it. So perhaps the scenarios I played out may not be absolutely accurate. But what is accurate is Jeff finds himself 2 legs down here, and I'm still pretty sure he needs to get a win in his next 2 remaining matches. Now, it's still early on in this match, but Nooch is going to try to have to hold throw here. Doesn't want to go 2 breaks of throw down. That's kind of that hazard. If you shoot first and you end up surrendering your throw, you can find yourself getting really behind in a match really quick. Lou catches a ton there, keeping pressure on Jeff's throw. Excellent dodge there. 2 into bed. Third comes in a little bit low. Walks away with a nice 140. Gotcha. So Nooch with a plus 21 in the first half, but he still needs the 2 wins to get at least tie with Drew currently, because he's only sitting at 2 points. So 2 more wins would get him to 6 points, which is what Drew has. Which means Drew would then have to lose his match, and then Jeff would get in on point differential. Let me know if that's correct. Not point differential, leg differential. Nooch has a nice little leg going here. He has the opportunity to set up for the next turn with Lou not at an outshot quite yet, sitting back at a 181. Hits the triple, so 106 will leave him a 42. My quick math was right. Yep. So, very good position. Lou's not on an outshot, so he knows he's coming back to take a look at that 42. Solid 60 there, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough to apply pressure to the 42. Hits the 10. 1 more in hand at the 16. Unable to hit it. So 140 is it's a high out, it's a makeable out, but not when you hit a 20 on your first start. Excellent third dart to leave himself a 40. So now he has some pressure going on Nooch. But Nooch is looking at his 6th start. Well, second group of 3, I should say. But he's able to hit on the first one. Puts his name on the board. So now he's down 2-1 to Lou. He still has to get that break of throw back. That was just a hold to throw. Lou able to correct that. That dreadful triple 1 that I find myself in a lot, and Britt was and Colleen were both hitting in the last match. But he was able to right the ship and get that triple 20 and walk away with 83 there. Great darts there by Nooch as he tries to reel Lou back in on this leg. Wants to keep pressure at the very least. Solid darts by Lou. The 60. Let's see. The Drew has 19 points. Nooch has 15 points. Adam has 16 points, 2 matches left versus Mead and Camp. Camp is chiming in on the chat. So if Nooch has 15 points and Drew has 19 points, are you stating that Nooch is mathematically out of it? Because he'd only get 4 more points, ties him with Drew. No, that's what I said. If he gets the 4 points, it ties with Drew, so it comes down to the leg differential. And then Nooch has the leg differential. But Drew still has that 1 match to go. And all my my Lou followers are chiming in and saying, well, if Lou just wins this match, all this shit doesn't become relevant. Doesn't make a difference. Yes, Frank, a speedy recovery to our missing Premier member tonight, Michael Campagna, who I heard currently battling with a sprained ankle. And if Little Wayne taught us anything, a sprained ankle is nothing to play with. Lou does a great job catching the double top there. Able to hold throw. Goes up 3-1. So both shooters kind of going back and forth here early in the match. Lou gets that early break, which could be big if both players proceed as they have been so far in this match. Neither one of them really asserting themselves so far. That opens up the door a little bit if Lou's able to catch a big turn here. Gonna try to walk that third one down below the first one. Actually looks like he might have moved over to the 18s. Get a better look at the open bed. Either way, unable to catch the triple. Nooch unable to really stretch any type of lead so far. It looks like Lou's going to make him pay by catching a ton. Still finding it hard to catch a triple. Allows Lou to kind of take the driver's seat in this leg. Trying to put together, get him down to an out shot, and he does, catching a trip 19 there for a 118 shot. Excellent darts by Lou. Dude's finally finding the red bit. Can he stack it in there? He does, hitting a 140. That's exactly what he needed that turn. Get himself down to a makeable out shot if Lou's unable to catch the 122. Looks like he's straight in the one, so Nooch is going to get an opportunity, 3 darts in hand, to take a look at this 96 to try to get a hold of throw. Great cover shot there. Looks like he might have had a 105. He's going for that trip 10, I believe, and catches the 15. Does hit the 105 there. So leaves himself 17, but definitely in a good position if Nucci isn't able to take out this 96. And he's unable to do so. So Lou here is going to need to burn a dart to straighten up the 17, but should get 2 looks at an outshot. That was a bit of a safe dart there, a little too safe. Ends up missing outside the boards, and he only has 1 dart at the double 8. Unable to hit it. So back to Frank's point there. Yes, each player is giving each other gifts left and right here. Let's see if Nucci's able to open this one up. Unfortunate there, so Lou now has 3 in hand at the 8 and able to hit it on the first dart. Nucci ends up surrendering a second break of throw there. Lou finds himself up 4-1. Starts off with a great triple. Plenty of room in that bed. Unable to squeeze another one there, but he'll take the ton all day. What do we say, camp here? Ugh. Look at both halves and combine. Okay. Guess what, bye. Guy, I'm the talent on the mic. That's all I do. We need a team. We need a team to feed me stats. And I can just parrot that shit out. I have to talk to Fork and see if he can get right on top of that. Excellent darts there. I think that might be a 135, or the second one was a little high. Yep, it was a 95. Still does a good job here to challenge Lou's throw. Lou's fighting back. Looks like he's going to hit a ton. And yes, I knew he was going to be a ton before he released that third dart. Just seeing how his second dart laid. He has a tendency, he hits that triple, and then he gets super safe with the next 2. I'd like to see him get a little bit more aggressive, especially with the third dart. You have the 80 laying. Let's try to squeeze another one in there. Went for the bull there. Didn't necessarily have to. Either way, see if Nucci can go fishing here. Got it on the line. Unable to reel it in. Still does well to get a 98 there. So that's a pet peeve, and I'll throw it out in the airwaves. You're looking at a 164. You need that 64 to leave a ton. Look at the 19, the 20, and the bull. At the very least, leaving yourself a ton if you're unable to hit any of the triples. But a ton is a much better outshot than the 104. Lou's unable to get a look here. Looking at 64 remaining. So that gives Nooch another opportunity for this breaker throw. 3 darts in hand, looking at the double 6. Just inside, but he's able to correct it and hit the double 3. Excellent dart there. That was a big one to get that breaker throw right back. Not many people actually like that double 3, so for him to walk up and hit it on the first dart, let's see if that's something that he's able to build off of here. I don't know why you're walking to the side I'm commentating on. I know you can hear me talking. Nooch, oddly enough, chose to put all of his dart supplies right on the commentating board. So in between shots, he's over here listening to what I'm saying. I'm trying my best not to put him off, but he chose that path. Like a train on a railroad tracks, you know exactly where I'm going. You see the equipment set up? That's where I'll be. It looks like Lou's trying to take advantage of the slow start in this leg by Nooch. Able to hit the 140. Excellent darts there. That's what I want to see. That he hit the triple, went up high, but then he was able to attack and get the other triple in there. If he's able to do that more consistently, he can be a much more dangerous shooter. Tons are great, but ton 40s are leg changers. And we got more from the our statistician, Mike Camp, chiming in here. So, Mead is pretty much locked in to first, 25 points, 1 match left. I can't be passed, so Camp can't be passed in second with 22 points, 2 matches left. Drew is in third with 19 points, 1 match left. Adam is in fourth with 16 points, 2 matches left. See, Camp, that's how it works. I'm the talking head. All I'm doing is talking. You get the stats? I'll say them out. So yeah, Mead had a great start first session. Like as he said, too easy. So I think we all knew he had first locked up. Camp has been pretty consistent first half, second half when he shows in the second half. So he has second place. Drew, he's been motoring along there. He's currently in that third position. I'm not sure in terms of these two shooters here where they're able to fit in the bottom 4, or I should say in the top 4, and whether they're able to actually get in with wins in their last 2 matches. I believe they can, but Camp, our statistician, will be back with us shortly with a follow-up to that question. Hopefully he's in reaching distance of his computer. I don't want him to stress that ankle any bit, as we all look forward to having him joining us on stream next week. Still has a shot here. Needed that triple 18, so Lou has an opportunity to take that break or throw right back. Opts to go down to the double 16. 2 darts in hand. And gets it on the second dart. So with back-to-back-to-back breaks a throw, Lou still finds himself up 3 legs, leading 5-2 here. Just as a recap, this is a best of 14, so first player to 7 solidifies 1 point. If you can make it to 8, you get 2. And if you hear me go silent at any point, chances are I'm trying to put music on the jukebox. This way I don't have to whisper. And here we go. Our statistician Mike chimes in again with Nooch can get to 19 points total if he wins out, and Lou can only get to 17 points. Now, 17 points, that would put him above Adam, but Adam still has 2 matches left, so Lou might be grabbing at straws here to try to make it into the top 4. Nooch, if he's able to make it to 19 points, would then be watching Adam's match at the very least, and maybe Drew's last match. So we'd like to thank our weekly update there by Mike Campagna, giving us the who's who on the leaderboard. Excellent ton there by Nooch. Tries to get him back in reaching distance in this leg. Try to get that break a throw right back. Yes, Frank. The only time a bear is quiet is when he's eating. Great 99 there, so he's able to continue to put pressure on this throw. First down to an out shot, but if Lou's able to hit a triple here, he can get himself in a slightly better position. Gonna need to get underneath that dart, unable to do so. So Nooch worked himself into an advantage in this leg, sitting at the 154. I think we're going to be joined here by
Sorry, just got back.
proprietor Matt Forkin.
I had a little emergency. I had to run out for it, so I'm glad everything's still running.
Oh, it is. We even have a statistician now by the name of Michael Campagna chiming in, helping me out with the leaderboard and where everybody stands.
Glad his mind is not as sharp as his ankle.
So far we've had a competitive match between the two. As Nooch looks at the 115, unable to hit that double top.
I know he's upset. That's feeling better than that as you hit it. Like, that's right on the wire. That's...
Yeah. Well, I think Lou's kind of been taking advantage of the opportunities so far during this match where Nooch hasn't necessarily been able to capitalize.
Well, Lou's put himself in a position where he has to win.
Oh, right on the wire with that third one.
Nooch defeated Johnny Holland earlier in the night, so he's taking a point lead on Lou, but if either one wants to survive...
Great dart there by Nooch. Gets that break, a throw right back. So now we're looking at a break situation. Neither
so
shooter's
no one
able
wants
to
the win going first, is what I'm hearing.
pretty much. Neither shooter's able to hold throw over the last 4 legs.
Old man Bladder has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little break in the the action with both players taking, I think, potty breaks, oddly going in different directions.
You don't want to talk to your opponent in the bathroom. Kind of do your own thing.
Yeah, moment to yell at yourself, I guess. But yeah, so Ludes kind of took advantage in the early game, shooting really well. Nuge got off to a little bit of a slow start in the first leg. He was able to recover since then, but he still dug himself a little bit of a hole that he's trying to work himself out of now.
Well, he's also got that, he beat John Holland, but he wants to say he shot like shit and make all of his typical excuses of he's carrying it over into the next game. It's a new game, and he's not. I'm talking like I saw the whole match, right?
Yeah.
I just see the score, and he doesn't look like he's shooting bad. I mean, 66 is not quite Jeff Marinucci, but I keep clicking that by accident.
Yeah, I think early game Nuge was down in the 50s and Lou was up in the 70s. So
8-2 on Holland with a 69 average, which he'll always complain if it's not in the 70s, but let's see what we got going on here. I should share my screen right now so everyone can see what we're looking at, but
yeah, but then that would be putting Camp out of a job. We can't do that.
he doesn't have a job.
With the ankle, I mean, he needs some type of secondary
his
income.
job was supposed to be here tonight shooting, and no,
He's making up for it with his contributions to stream.
He played basketball again. He won't admit it. I know he did.
Yeah, almost getting too old for that.
I mean, very bluntly,
At least
a
not
couple
without...
of these legs are very impressive, but it's looking like some sloppy darts on both sides. Sorry if I'm being overly critical. I can't do what they did, but still. Cam's watching on YouTube. Didn't even know he had a YouTube account. See if we can pull up the women's side of here while we're in a lull.
Sends love to the camera. All those folks watching at home.
Is that a big old middle finger?
Oh, he gave a little kiss to the camera.
He does love the crowd.
Man of the people.
Big swing on the women's side here. Colleen and Brittany tie.
That was an
Philomena
excellent
and
match between
Katrina.
those two.
Philomena and Katrina also tied. Colleen leads Philomena 3-1 for top seed. Britt Barry, fighting to stay alive, leads Britt Jazz 2-1. And Katrina 2-0 over Danielle Sweeney. This is the tightest Premier League I've seen since I turned on the cameras.
Yeah, I mean,
On both sides.
the match between Colleen and Britt, Colleen was up, I think, 2-leg advantage at that moment.
5-2.
Yeah, and Brittany needed to basically get every win she could. I think Colleen was sitting on an outshot. Britt hit a 117 out. And it really changed the complexion of the match between the two of them.
Oh,
Brittany was able to build some confidence off that and work
seeded
with
doubt,
back
though.
game.
She plants it. The 117 out. Now it's 5-3, but here she comes.
Mhm.
Which, I mean, I've been streaming long enough. Everyone's seen Brittany shoot. When she starts getting some steam behind her, good luck.
Yeah,
She
absolutely.
beat your ass.
Once.
I'm just saying, when she gets that, it's similar to like Russell. It's like the dials in, and it's just good luck.
Oh, I hear you.
Hope
I hear
you
you.
better beat her because she's not going to lose.
But I remember that one time, and I'm pretty sure she wasn't too happy about winning because we both shot like dog shit. But she did beat me that one time.
Yeah, well, I beat you that one time, and you refused to acknowledge it.
Because I refuse to remember it.
Remember, acknowledge, whatever. Beat you twice in Chicago. And you still keep saying it never happened.
I don't remember it. I don't.
The
I'm not saying that
what-
doesn't
what-
happen. I
what
lose all the
is now
time.
the Jazz board at Polonia.
Yeah.
We played Chicago. It wasn't for anything serious or a beer or anything. I beat you in 5-0, and then I beat you in cricket. And you're like, all right. I was like, oh, I'm going to go home. You're like, we're doing that again. And then I did it again.
That sounds like something I would say.
but I did it again. And you're like, all right, you can leave. Oh,
I was about to say, yeah, get us.
got the scoreboard up, not the stream.
There we go.
Forgot to take the other monitor up. Tennis. Mike can't place tennis. That's how he hurt his ankle.
Oh. Got to tape them ankles, dude. And getting up there.
He's got the grace of a buffalo and he's playing tennis. Camp, if you need to be taped up next week for your matches, let me know prior.
Hey, I don't want to hear it. I showed up to a major with a sciatic nerve issue with a TENS unit on my back, and I shot the whole damn day.
I shoot with a surgically repaired hand. I don't want the excuses.
I wasn't bringing the surgery in.
Well, the surgery is your fault. Not the first time, the second time. That is your fault. You
How'd
shot
I
way
figure?
too early. You're already shooting. You're supposed to be in a sling. You're still shooting.
No. So the second surgery was actually the main issue, and what needed to be done the first time. The surgeon, my first surgeon, opted to hope it would heal naturally, which was a crock of shit, and obviously didn't happen.
Well, it's a good thing you missed your play-in game.
Yeah, we had Ray Rule on earlier, so that was a topic of conversation.
Yeah, Ray didn't have a strong Premier League. It was a little disappointing to see.
Ooh, with an opportunity there to take 76 out for another break of throw. But as is, Nooch going to have a look at the 129. Goes to the 19 first, going to need a triple here. Catches it, going to look at double bull. Unable to hit it.
Rushing again.
Yeah, it looked like he did rush that one a little bit.
Yes, Kate, you are the voice that you notice on Twitch right now. Put Aubrey to bed, have a glass of wine.
And Lou's able to catch that double 18, so looks like we have another break of throw.
No, Frank, we're not flexing muscles. Just Jamal
My-
just can't stop shooting.
My muscles are too hurt to flex. Sadly.
He's just an addict. He can't not throw the darts. How many have you thrown tonight? At least 150.
I don't keep track.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to be shooting. That's the whole point.
It's part of rehab.
Look, I really
Gotta
love
flex.
that you're behind the mic and you're having fun doing it. However, you're supposed to be shooting darts, not calling it.
Yeah, I agree. And if I would have won that match against Ray, I'd be out there shooting.
Oh, if my
But maybe not in the
balls-
second session, but at least in the first session.
This was a tough Premier League. And there's a lot of big names that aren't in it, which means it can only get tougher. Big shout out to Drew Anuski. He set one goal. His friends made fun of him.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm going to make the Premier League. That was his only goal, make the Premier League. Now he's sitting top 4, good position. Tough shooter.
He's a good shooter. Doesn't get out to enough competitions, in my opinion. Obviously, he got up to enough to make to the Premier League, but
He's always right there on the cusp
he is.
of every event. I would shout out John Mead, but fuck him.
Preach on, Mead. Preach on. If he wins Premier League, I'm going to get him a jersey made with the preach on. It's happening. I'm putting it out into the ether
What did,
right now.
What did Michael say last week? Father Mortimer?
I didn't hear that one.
He said he's basically a priest, just he won't touch your kids.
Yeah. Well, that started week 1 or week 2. I forget the guest we had on who referred to Mead as the youth pastor energy. He said John Mead has youth pastor energy.
That had to be not. There's no other way.
Might have been. It could have been Sweeney. It could have been Sweeney when Sweeney was on.
You know what? If it actually is Sweeney and it's not Nut, that makes total sense
Yeah.
because two minds, same thought process.
Yeah, if I were to point a finger, I think it would be at Sweeney. But yeah, ever since he said that, youth pass energy, I couldn't get it out. And I've told John he's definitely in on it. But we started, I think, last week. John was shooting well, and I told him, preach on, preach on, John.
He's making the Premier League very exciting. President of Trenton, top of the table.
Luke catches another double there. Guarantees himself a point out of the match. He's currently sitting 7-3 over Jeff
But he
Marinucci.
needs the two.
He needs the two. He's one away from that. And in a good position to get it.
We're 10 rounds in, but can he finish the fight? I'm tapping into my Jim Newman knowledge here right now. Like, he's got a leg to play with here, but you don't want to get, let it get away from
He's
him.
got two legs to play with.
Well, this is Jeff's throw, and
Yeah, so
he
it'll
can kind of get away with this one, but if he loses the next one, then it's. I'm sure the mic picked up that, but inside the mind of Jeff Marinucci.
Yeah, a little behind the curtain action. I said earlier, he knew where I was sitting. He decided to put his shit on the table.
Oh, don't worry. I have the lapel mic, so I'm just waiting for the mic'd up section of East Coast stars.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Certain shooters you don't want to put it on. John Mee doesn't say shit. Don't want to put it on
You know
John.
what the funny thing is? He does talk.
Yeah.
He does say little tidbits. More of what you're going to get is him talking to his opponent and saying how great of a shot. You beat him and he's still nice as can be. He kicks your ass, he's still nice as can
You know,
be. It's,
youth pastors there for the community.
and then I know he sat in here during this Premier League guest commentator. I'd rather mic up Joe Craig.
Maybe a good one.
Oh, if you've ever chalked for him, the stuff that comes out of his mouth sometimes is
I played on his team for the last several years.
it's not even
So-
it's not even funny what he says when he pulls his darts, but like there's insight behind it.
Well, Nooch finds himself in a good position here to hold throw as he tries to continue to prolong this match.
Well, if Luke gets any more darts, and he can't take it out, it's just some make it right darts for the next leg.
Yep. Leave
Check
himself
your
a ton.
throw.
Should be going up back to trip 20.
So in the event Lou does win this, leg differential matters. I know Nooch and Lou both have another game, but that's going to factor into the finish here. So
Yeah, Camp was trying to give me the rundown here on the chat stream.
I stopped trying to do the breakdown as it's happening. It's just
Every time I try to say something to do with the leaderboard, I always turned out being wrong. So
that was a good look at that double. That
I'm
was
just
a
gonna-
very good look.
I'm going to shut up. As I said on mic, I said I'm just a talent. I'm the parrot. I just reiterate what everybody tells me.
I like that start, but a little outside. He's going.
75 left. Does he stay there? He did. Actually, not a bad lead. 57.
He's doing his old best effort at a Mick Sweeney.
Goes single double on the sixes for the 18. It's interesting approach and effective in this case.
He must play American.
Gets the hold to throw. But he's going to definitely need a couple breaks, though.
So this is the most crucial leg for Lou. Yes, if he were to lose this, he could come back and break. However,
Like
He's
differential.
He's with the throw. End it now. Don't let that creep in. Same thing we saw with Colleen and Brittany. Don't let that creep in where Nooch gets some momentum.
Mm-hmm. In all honesty, though, the difference between with that Colleen and Britt match versus this one, I don't think Lou has really gotten frazzled at any point. His average has basically been a 68 throughout the entire match, barring the first leg where he was low 70s. He's just doing his thing.
But he also knows he needs the win. So, all right, getting up to 7 real quick. It's great for him.
Mm-hmm.
But it's getting that 8th. And in the last, I don't know, 35 darts, he's not shooting the same way he started.
Great look there by Nooch. Unable to get the last one. Great. Does walk away with the 121.
Good dart. That's a good last dart.
Great last dart. And I was made a comment earlier that Lou has a tendency, especially if he's ahead in a match or ahead in a leg, because first dart triple, the next two are going to be single 20s. He plays it safe on the next two.
He'll take his time and go home.
Correct. And you can see he got a lot more aggressive in that turn because he finds himself behind on the leg. I'd like to see him get more aggressive more often.
Well, I thought Jeff Marinucci was talking to me. He was talking to his darts.
But Lou's left himself a 76 if Nooch isn't able to take this 40 out. Good guy, dart. Able to use it. Walks it right in there.
This is where Nooch is dangerous because he's talking to himself. He's getting aggressive at himself. And Lou's getting a little passive.
Yeah, and that was a great break of throw. So as it stands, Nooch is going to need to hold and break, and if he looks to get any type of points from this match. Great job getting a third one in there. Pressure's on Lou right now. See how he's able to respond.
Adam can close the door, but Adam's got a tall order next week. Adam's got 2 matches next week against Camp and John Mead. Top 2 in the standings. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
No, absolutely
I mean, you
not.
could go tie, but also.
So Camp chimes in, our statistician, with he needs to win, and leg differential of Nooch wins the next one. Definitely type, but Adam can now shut the door with 2 points next week.
But both of them still have another match. So the leg differential, while now is very minimal in terms of this match, and Nooch winning 8-2 earlier, he gets a +6 in his favor. The next matches are crucial because, you know, Nooch could lose 8-6 and Lou could win 8-0, and it changes everything. These last matches at the end of the Premier League are just, you got to win early. You obviously have to win early, put yourself in a good chance to get in top 4. But these end matches, when you're right in the hunt, it's not even just winning, it's so much how you win.
Yeah, definitely agreed. But I mean, that's when the pressure's on. That's when it gets its hardest. Both shooters catching that 111 in the corner in this leg. Lou's getting more aggressive with his shots here. I like it. There it is.
Third dart triple, saves a trip at the line. That's 12 darts to an out shot. That's, you know, man, that's the goal. Outside of a 9-darter, which, let's be blunt, doesn't happen often.
Nooch does a good job correcting himself, hitting that 81. Gets himself down to an out shot. Should look at the 18 and does. Catches a trip 18. Great cover shot.
It's just amazing to see how far he's come.
He's
in
improved with those setup shots.
2-3 years ago, he would have stayed at the 20, and now he's starting to move around the board, knowing what he needs.
Yeah, I would agree there. Nooch doing the same thing. He needed that 20, would have left him a clean ton. Unable to hit it though.
I thought
But
it was
Lou
a
finds it.
57. No.
Yeah, no, it was a 1 on the last one.
Ah.
That was his method of thinking there. Yeah, 2 in hand for the match here. Just low on the 1. Match start on the double 10. Goes in a bit high.
It's not the worst case scenario there.
No, it's not. I mean, you do
Double
give
4 is.
you do give Nooch another opportunity here, so that's not great. But
I know it's your last start, but also you can be a little more liberal on the double 10 because it still saves you hit the double 6. You can just go right upstairs.
he got aggressive on it.
This is dangerous though. Triple double. No, not gonna get it.
All right, hits the 99, so he puts himself in a good position if Lou's not able to hit the 8. But Lou has 3 match starts in hand. Take a look at the double 4. Sorry. It's
Right,
not a great guide. That's a good guide, though. See if we can work off that for the third dart. Right on the wire.
This whole time I thought that was Nooch. Someone was rubbing my shoulders.
So with Nooch with that 99 gives himself 3 darts here at the 20.
The last series of darts, the 3 of them, between both of them, were probably the most important of their whole Premier League.
Big dart here. Unable to hit it. Comes in low.
Maybe that might have been the most important 3 for Nooch, but
Yeah,
Lou still has to take advantage of it.
Well, I don't see him letting this one go. That last dart was a nice one he had.
Walk it in.
That's a better first dart. Just inside.
Can't do that.
Bit of a tricky switch there.
You can't let Jeff Marinucci get back to the board.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
that situation, you can't.
Nooch hitting that 15 now and has to burn a dart to get back even. Hits the 1. Looking at the 2. Unable to hit it. Neither shooter is able to capitalize here. And there it is.
There it is. 8-5. That's a fucking match. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, a lot of pressure darts right going down to the end there. Neither shooter taking advantage till Lou's finally able to hit that match start on the double 2.
And then when I had to get the app, I fucking missed it all.
Oh well. And so we're just looking at a recap. So we're just taking a look at a recap on the women's side of things, and just to give you a rundown, it looks like
Colleen locks up.
Colleen Russell was able to lock up top seed with a 6-1 over Philomena Rose.
Britt Barry leads Brittany Jasinski. Crucial match for Britt Barry. 4-3. And Katrina Dolan 3-2 over Danielle Sweeney. And I think if Britt Barry manages just a tie out of this match against Brittany Jasinski, she locks up top 4.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Just gonna kick it over here for a minute. I don't have much of a view, but September 7th, Premier League Finals. Everyone better be here.
I'll be here.
I know you're working.
You'll be here.
I'll be working a whole lot.
Yeah, we have
Also
some.
taking a break now.
Yeah.
We got a birthday party in a few hours.
When?
Andrea. No one text her. If you're watching, do not text her.
What, tonight?
At midnight, Andrea's birthday. I got a cake in the car. That's
Oh, that's
why I
awesome.
disappeared for a while because someone told me I ran out to get a cake.
That's awesome.
She does everybody else's birthday.
She does. She gives so much to the community, to the Philadelphia Dart community, and the Columbia Social Club in general.
I was told to get a cupcake. I got a full ass cake.
That works.
What else can you do? So what are we doing next? Because I don't know. I think we got Nooch and Roman or Holland and Lou. And
Well, I would say at this point, with Lou taking the victory, it's more important for him to get the victory, no? Again, I'm done commenting on the leaderboard.
here, you know what? If you're watching, tell us what you want next. Because at this point, Lou and Nooch are tied in points.
So we're getting another update from our statistician, Mike Campagna. So that puts Lou +5 with 1 match and Nooch +10, both on 15 points. So
I'm pretty sure Roman can play spoiler right now.
Lou would need to win this last match with a +5 leg differential to have any shot.
And what do we have?
But if
Options are limited, but it's
if Nooch wins the next one, then he's good.
it's a rematch of the cricket championship. Lou Vessels, John Holland,
Yes.
or Roman and Jeff.
Which is
Marinucci.
also the match that kicked me out of the Premier League. Just go, 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon.
Oh, if you'd have placed higher in the Wiz, you wouldn't have to play in. So
I couldn't play in the Wiz.
You
I
had the
missed
surgery.
I missed
I
4 or
forgot.
5 qualifiers due to the surgery. But I was sitting pretty. I was tied for 6th.
Do we let Roman ruin Nooch's Premier League? Or do we let Lou shoot it out?
I'm up for giving it to the people. Giving it to the people. We have 5 viewers.
We're not calling the next match. You guys got to.
It's an odd number.
Camp's watching. Camp, you call it. What do you want to watch?
Camp calls it.
Camp calls it.
Camp calls. So like,
calls it.
he's earned this opportunity with all of his great stats that he's been
reigning-
providing.
He's reigning Premier League champion. So
Reigning Premier League champion. Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's
for
only
now,
fitting.
until John Meade kicks his ass in the final.
Preach on, brother. Preach on.
I'll tell you what. I don't think there's anything better for darts than if Drew Anuski wins the Premier League.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a major, always competitive, wins the Premier League. Why are you not trying in every major? You get to shoot all summer. There's something to shoot for at the end of it, even though you might lose in all the major events.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely does send a message out there to other shooters.
Especially Camp, because he lost again.
I'm telling you, Mead's a good guy. He's a good friend of mine. He's one of my money partners. We'll sneak in some boards. People play us for money. I'm not too sure why they would play the two of us. But with that said, I mean this preach on is it's really growing on me. I'm looking at stickers. I'm looking at jerseys. I'm looking at a hat. Preach on.
DPPHL #1, the first ever event we ever had. I told him after he won, I was taking anything away from him. He earned everything that he got. Won the first event. He's the answer to a Quizzo question. Whoever won
The very
who
first.
won the very first DPPH? No one's gonna guess John Meade. You're gonna guess Camp or Timmy or Frio. You're gonna guess all the. No, it's John Meade. No one's surprised by that answer.
No,
It's just,
absolutely not.
and after this past year and a half, the streak he's on right now, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. He doesn't miss a double. He's got scoring power. He's unrattled. He's
The
unfazed.
one thing that a lot of people miss with Mead is everybody has ups and downs. No one's impervious to it. But his floor to his game
So high.
is still higher than most people's ceilings.
63 to 62 is his floor. And it's
Absolute
and
floor.
And he's still shooting 25 to 30% on out shots. That's his
Yeah.
bad day. That's
Yeah, I mean, and that's what really differentiated his game is his consistency.
Oh, the match I came in first.
Yeah, we made the announcement on stream.
Can we say hi?
We're joined here by Colleen Russell.
First place.
first place.
That's
Actually,
official.
yes, Philomena informed me I made first place because
You got 3 tonight.
I got 3 tonight, and the most you can get is 2 against Barry, and that would only what 17.
I forget how far behind she is.
She's 1 game now.
Points wise, because she did tie in her first match as well.
Yeah, but it was.
Hold on, we're gonna do math here.
Yeah, I'm gonna step away and let these guys math it up.
15, 17, 18 tonight. She tied Katrina. So that's 15. The most you can get is 17. Yep.
That is correct.
All right. Forkin confirmed.
Math is math.
Math.
You said my name twice.
No, that would have been funny.
The what?
The math. The math.
Math.
The math.
Math. I don't even know. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, which game you picking?
Oh, that depends
You going
on
first or second?
what the top 4 conversation is. Because I was hanging around tonight to join in that conversation about top 4 conversation.
Well, it's technically my decision. I haven't made up my decision yet because I want the whole film.
Well, catch up there, mustard.
Huh?
Catch up there, mustard.
I don't like these
Something
analogies
easy.
right now. No, I don't. I don't know what the right decision is because it's the first year we're doing both the same day. And
I literally
what's
asked.
best for production.
I
versus-
asked Jazz last night if we could fit 2 matches on the
I
stage.
talked to her on. Well, no, not a chance. Well, you've been there. The way that Nut built. They start.
Oh, everyone's leaving me.
I don't want to do this. Oh, I'm still on. Whoops. Sorry. So it should be Lou and Holland, but they started on another board in the 10 minutes we've been sitting here. So
I don't even think it was 10.
even worse for me.
All right, folks, I'm back with you here. As I explained to Frank earlier, the only time the bear is quiet is when he's eating. So that momentary break was brought to you by chicken wings. Is what's for dinner. I came back just in time for a very nice 140 there by Nooch. Looks like Nooch is shooting a little bit better in this match than he did in the last one against Lou. Currently up 2-1 over Roman. But he's averaging 75 and is in a good position here to hold throw. Yeah, Roman did well with his last shot there to get himself down to an out shot, but I don't think Nooch would let that double 10 go by. Yeah, Camp, I see you you voted for the Lou Holland match. It was explained to me that that match had already begun prior to decisions being made. But as stated, we're back here with another Jeff Marinucci match, the People's Champion. Looks like Roman was only able to catch a 45 there, so this throw could be in jeopardy if Jeff is still able to or continue to put the pressure on as he did there with that ton. Excellent third dart there. Looks like he did get the 95. Oh, no. Correction. Only able to get the 57. Still good looking darts. Just slow, so he's looking at a 96 for the last start, able to catch that triple, so he's going to come back to a 36 if Roman's unable to take this 130 out. Excellent start. Unlucky there trying to reel in that baby fish. Gets that first triple, but unable to follow it up. So Nooch gets a look at this 36, hits it on first start, takes a 4-1 lead with a double break of throw there. It looks like Nooch is a little bit more comfortable this match. A little less antics of talking to himself and yelling at the darts, and that usually happens when you're shooting a little bit better, shooting a little bit more comfortable. I think Nooch was giving himself a very aggressive high five there. I think that means he was really happy with that turn. to Lou. Good first start there. Maybe go to the 18s. He did look to the 18s, unable to hit it. That was the right shot. Trying to take that 8 off. Leave himself a 110. Roman having another look at a high out shot. Starting off with a first start triple, but unable to follow it up. Losing 104. Looks to the 18. Hits the 18. 86. Goes a little wayward on the last one, finding a 1. So Roman's going to have a look here at the 92. See if he starts for the 20s of the Bulls. Opts to go for the 20s. Unable to find a triple. So Nuch gets an opportunity at the 85 here. Most shooters may go for the 15. Some people may go for the Bull. Nuch opts for the 15. The 20 goes for the Bull. Hits a single just outside that double Bull. Would have been a pretty outshot. As is 2 in hand for Roman. Catches it on the second dart. Gets one of those breaker throws right back. Like I always say, break ain't a break until you hold. Just a quick update on the scores on the men's side, as we have another match between Lou Vessels and John Holland going on right now. Lou is currently up on Johnny 4-2. Lou's currently shooting a 66. John's at a 62. So it looks like a decent match there. But that match does have big implications on the leaderboard when it comes to Nuch's opportunities to make the Final Four. Great darts there by Roman with the 122. Good cover shot by Nuch. Taking the 97. Keeps him in touching distance on this leg. All over there. Unable to find the triple, though, so he's going to find himself at a 140 if he's able to on his return. Roman not sitting much better at a 140. So the last two opportunities at a high outshot, Roman did start off with a triple 20. See if he can find the trip here on the first start again. Unable to do so. So Nucci's going to get an opportunity at the 80 out. I'd expect him to go the typical 20-20 double top. None of that flashy double-double stuff. Yeah, Roman unfortunately catching that one on the first start nullified that whole turn or opportunity at getting a look at a double. So Marinucci has an opportunity to try to get that break right back. Does so with the second dart.
New asking for a break there.
Yeah, I think he was discussing his potty schedule, as any elderly gentleman would, naturally.
The most crucial night of his 2024 Premier League, and he switches drinking Coors Light tonight, and it's showing.
Yeah, goes right through you.
Just the bathroom schedule alone.
Great turn there, although I think at 121.
Lou Vessels, John Holland, 4-3 Lou.
Yeah, just,
Shooting in the background there with the shooter cam.
when you gave an update 2 minutes ago, it was 4-2, now it's 4-3.
The score? You're up 5-2.
Camp switching up platforms.
Hey, what are you doing to me right
Camp International here. Camp Inc.
Yeah, there's one viewer that watches on all three platforms at every time when he tunes in. Brian Fleeker.
Yeah,
Because he has a name to protect. He's got to talk shit on all platforms to everybody.
understandable.
If you knew Fleeger, it makes a whole lot of sense.
Oh, I know Flieger. I've known Flieger for many, many years.
I know that you do.
He's
For the
still,
viewers at home, if you don't know Brian
Yeah.
Fleeger, it makes a whole lot of sense.
he still continues to try to poke the bear every time he sees me.
I'm seeing YouTube the whole time, Camp, and now you're on Facebook. So, I mean, you know, that just means you got off the couch and you went to bed.
Hobbled to bed. Hobbled to bed.
Probably made his wife carry him. Now you're on Twitch.
Nooch?
The troll they describe under the bridge. Jeff Marinucci, first start, double top, 6-2 lead. The stories, the children, the troll under the bridge. Mike Campagna.
Three Billy Groats gruff.
It's what I expect the troll to look like is Mike Campagna.
He needs the club. The big club. The
Meatball
elongated.
stained Kansas t-shirt under the bridge, like, gotta pay the toll.
Tape it up. Telling you, tape it up.
Well, you know, statistically speaking, active recovery is the best recovery. So you should probably get up and walk around a little bit, not let that swell too much.
I think he said that because he wants you to be in pain. Honestly, I mean, sitting next to the guy, he had a smirk as he was saying it. So, just want to throw that out there for those viewers at home who don't get the
No,
pleasure of seeing
Actually,
Orkin.
it's actually the right way to do it. That's what you're supposed to be active while you recover and not let the swelling set in. I spent 90 grand on an education I don't use. I stream darts now, so clearly I chose the wrong profession.
I mean, I streamed darts and I didn't even go to college.
Well,
It was on you, fool. Solid darts there, unable to find a triple.
it's been the whole Premier League for him though.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just
he's
all
had a
over
rough
the
one.
wires on outs, the triples, all of it. He's not finding them.
Yeah, and sadly, when he's had opportunities, he hasn't really been able to capitalize on them as well.
Hate. Yeah, we'll see how you call you Eileen next week. Your little gimp when you walk in the hall. Roman's starting to get a little bit of breathing room there, and here comes Nooch.
Yeah, back in touching distance in its leg. If Roman's unable to get it, but does so in a second dart.
Nooch emphatically slams his darts down, hits his little rosin bag, and says, "I gotta pee," and walks away. Just behind us, you can see in the background, Lou Vessel's John Holland, tied at 4-4.
It's turning into quite a match there between the two of them.
That's it's been back and forth the whole way. Let's jump in here real quick and just take a peek. It's looking like it was anyone's game at this point.
Yeah.
Every leg.
Yeah, so it was, let's say it was 1-1, 2-1.
Holland with the 288 legs is the real difference in this comeback, but Lou's, I mean, take that 49 out. He's, mid to high 60s the whole way through. So.
Looked like leg 7, both of them were struggling to try to get an outshot at a 32 darter, so that could have definitely been anyone's leg.
Some dumb shit, like they were both at double 6 or something. Yeah, no, Holland with 2 busts, and Lou just couldn't find it. Holland with a strong leg 9 right now, 152 to 177.
So I believe if Holland wins that, then Lou's out. Am I correct in that assumption?
I'm here. Let me pull up the standings real quick so that we can.
I'm always hesitant to put my 2-cent standings out there.
Yes, he will be done.
Yeah, so if Lou's unable to recover the push that Holland's putting together right now and win that match, then Lou's Premier League will be over.
But to the
Statistically.
same extent, if Roman comes back and wins this, Nooch is out,
Very true.
which means we get a week off next week. On the women's side, though,
I never get time off. Working. I never get time off.
well, I won't be here next week, so you're off.
I'll just be working somewhere else.
On the women's side, though,
Always something to do.
so Colleen has clinched top seed.
Yes.
And if Brittany Barry is.
I didn't hear what he
I
said.
didn't hear a word he said either. I hope the mic caught it.
Maybe
I'll watch it
maybe
later.
too many Coors Lights, but
So if Brittany Barry beats Philomena in this makeup match right now,
okay.
it will drop Rich
Oh, so they opted to play
the
that match.
4th seed. So it would end Colleen, Philomena, Britt Barry, Britt Jasinski with standings in top 4. They did elect to do it, which I didn't think was going to happen when Philomena started having the back spasms. I thought that was a done deal that they'd be here next week. Statistician, not giving all the scores here, not giving all the variables. If Holland and Roman win right now, the top 4 is set.
Yes. But if Nooch and Lou win, you're still relying on what Adam does.
Lou's still up.
Yeah. Yeah, Lou would be out if Nooch
Lou
wins.
didn't catch the leg differential at this point, so he's.
I think Nooch is still contingent on Adam. If he wins.
Wins or ties. I think a tie ties him with Adam. Don't mind me as I reach for my touch tunes. Which, by the way, East Coast Arts do not own the rights to any of the music you hear in the background.
I was playing some songs earlier. Trying to help my brother out.
I'm I think 137 credits so far this Premier League.
Well, it looks like Nooch is going to get an opportunity at the 102 here. Sitting on 6 legs, so one more give him at least 1 point out of this match.
If he takes it.
If he takes it. It's a good start to taking it. Goes down for a 2. Last start double top, just inside.
I love the confidence, but the 610 wire there is it's just at 42 is.
Yeah, Roman last start down at the double 2, just on the wire. Unfortunate there.
It's like the whole Premier League. It's just every time he gets in a groove, he starts finding the wires again.
Luch hits the first dart. That takes him up to 7. It gives him a point out of this match.
So now Adam, at a minimum, as of right now, needs to tie one match next week.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
They're tied now.
Just as a refresher, Adam is going to be shooting John Mead and Mike Camp next week. Is that correct?
Tall order.
Very tall order.
That is correct.
I think Camp's like 6'3".
Well, actually, I think Adam might be just as tall as
You know what?
Camp.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Very
about it.
true. Very true.
One just loves pizza a little bit more.
Man, Camp. First he's talking about your wife carrying you. Now he's talking about your food intake. Rough.
It's the only time I've had an interview abruptly ended because pizza was delivered, and he said this interview was over and ran to the kitchen for the pizza.
Diva.
It wasn't Diva; he was hangry.
Well, Nooch is trying to do what he can here to try to control his own fate. He's in a good position to win this match. Camp chiming in with Nooch would need Adam to lose both to ensure top 10. But like Forkin said, he needs to win this one first. I'm in no
I'm fat
wait,
too.
wait. I'm in no position to address that last comment. So
It's only because he's taller; he's a little more spaced out. But I'm also a fat man, so
I'm thick.
every time he's eating food, I just always have to take the dig.
Great look here, double bull. Unable to hit it right there. Good look. Roman's been threatening those big outshots so far during this match.
That's when he's dangerous though, because when he's hitting
Yeah.
those, you're like he's never out of a leg.
I mean, this match aside,
Even
the
even
score,
right there, that,
yeah.
like, it's just
the score line aside, Roman's here for a reason. He's one of the best shooters in the area.
he just caught a bad stretch of like millimeters.
Yeah.
He's just missing by millimeters. It's that double bowl could have all of a sudden turned everything into a 7-7 tie.
Looks like Nooch is starting to talk to himself. It's never a good sign.
The first mic'd up segment will be Jeff Marinucci.
Oh, absolutely. You can't go wrong with that one. It's like putting Warren Sapp, in my day, Warren Sapp on the mic. He's one of the
You're
most
not that much older.
talkative NFL players. Well, then you should
I
understand
didn't-
Warren
I
Sapp as
know
being one of the
Warren Sapp.
most talkative NFL players. It's like miking up Kevin Garnett. How's that?
No, you can't do that.
No,
The censors would be
Not on-
out of the.
not on network TV at the very least. Jeff able to hit the double 10 there. Secures himself the victory in this match. 8-3 over Roman
That's it.
Simic.
It's all in now. Now we might have to be here next week.
Yeah, it's going to come down to what Adam's able to accomplish next week. So he's going to need a win at this point.
Or two ties.
Or 2 ties.
I think. Let's leg differential. Nooch is. What's the last one? 8-6. Gained 5. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, it does matter actually.
Yeah, Cam chiming in saying that Adam's going to need a win next week
So
or the 2 ties
he's plus
to
8. He's plus 8. Oh, plus 8 on the night. That puts him at 15. So if Adam were to tie, they're tied in points, but he loses leg differential. So he's going to need at least 2 points to clinch. 2 ties will also clinch, but
even with the. Okay, yeah, 2 ties would give him points.
yeah.
But if he only gets 1 tie, then it's going to come down
If
to
he
the
only
leg
gets 1 tie,
differential.
Nooch is in.
Yeah,
What's that?
we're just reviewing your fate.
What's my fate?
So if
Adam wins one match next week, he's in. If he ties one and loses the other, you're in. If he ties two,
Well, it depends on life.
no, it doesn't.
Two above him?
You won. You were plus 5, minus 2, plus 5, right? So you're plus 8.
Oh, where was I here?
I'm looking at it. You're plus 7 right now, but you won what? 8-3, 8-3, and you lost 8-6.
Oh, you're talking legs.
Leg differential. So one tie would tie you guys, but he can't gain leg differential off a tie,
if he were to tie the match, he's in.
and then lose. So
You would be in.
if you want to be in, you better go to the voodoo doctor.
So
and-
I need to
Person.
fucking big
Rub
boy fucking
Camp's ankle.
right. I think it's fucking
Rub that ankle.
Speak louder so everyone can hear you.
I fucking sucked against Lou.
You didn't shoot that bad.
Shot horrible.
Nah, you just
You,
you missed a lot of.
you started off
lot
bad.
Of, lot of doubles on the wire.
You started off
A
bad.
lot of doubles on
All
the
right,
wire.
how many triples did I hit through the first half to 2/3 of the
I don't know. I was too busy getting the cake.
Maybe like 2, 3. Like 2 or 3. He had a lot of 60s. The one match was like 60, 60, 60, 60, 60.
I mean, what did I shoot there? 73?
Something like that. 71. You were around 75 most of the match. Yeah, no, it was.
I shoot that answer.
And
I needed
you want my honest,
I need to put him under pressure.
you want my honest opinion. You're lucky you beat Roman that way. Roman was just wires all day.
Yeah. I honestly, man on the mic, watching that game between you and Lou, I think you put too much pressure on yourself right out the gate. You started off talking to yourself,
They both had a win.
the antics, yeah. But I mean, you could see the pressure on you from jump.
And you built yourself a cushion when you beat Johnny, and you gave it right back.
Look, I need the fucking number 1, number 2 guys to fucking be in the favor, dude.
Preach on.
How much money you got?
That's this is Mead's new catch line or tagline is preach on.
No, he don't want another fucking red mark on his fucking score sheet.
Yeah. I mean, if he loses, he's still not in jeopardy of losing first place though, right?
Nah, he's locked it
That's the
up.
problem. They're both fucking locked in, so they're gonna be fucking
Uh-huh. Well, like I said,
then they fucking stand the fuck up and fucking do like up 7-0, right?
you gotta rub Camp's ankle.
Because Deuce comes before Deuce
Doesn't have to be, it does, it's not 7-0. That doesn't count. 8-0 would be a win, but you need 8. You need
You
8-6.
pay off Yorman so he can come down here to cheer Mead on, because Mead's not gonna want to lose in front of Yorman or Roman or
8-6 or 8-6 or 7-7.
get all the Trenton boys down here to root them on.
You have the leg differential as of right now. You'll do the math.
I only need one. Like, you can't forget. I got
Yeah. So if Camp wins,
IPSL boys need one.
if Camp wins 8-6 and Mead goes 7-7, you're in.
Whatever. I need them both to just fucking win. Don't shit.
All we do is win.
Getting clear by one leg because he's
Just
one
because he
of
said
these
it, he
guys
put that
that-
juju out there. No tie bullshit. Bold prediction. Both Gingrey matches end 7-7 next week. 2 ties and Nooch is out, and he'll lose his shit over it. But if he is out, you want to commentate for the final? Giving the people what they want. Allegedly.
People's champ,
He kicked him off the mic last year.
Jeff
Kicked him
Marinacci.
off the mic last year.
Hey, he didn't kick me off, Mike.
He picked someone. He had 2 buckets of Coors Light, and all of a sudden we had.
I
shits
invited
played
him
out,
on the
and
mic
he's
'cause he
just
was
back there
drunk.
yelling behind the microphone.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm giving the people what they want. You did the women's Premier League final.
That's
No, you did.
what? I know.
But it's the same day, so it won't matter.
So mean.
Same day. All finals. Semifinals, finals, all same day.
Yo, I don't take it.
It's-
That's so fucking Gotham Key thing. How the fuck do we not know Key's fucking outings the same day as the fucking
The Premier League.
Premier League final?
Because Kevin booked it this time last year.
No, we were supposed to have the final like a month ago. Everything was pushed back a month because no one had a fucking clue what the fuck was going on.
I am when I got the schedule.
And still, no one knows.
And when I got the schedule, Yeah, we're live. The mic's on.
It's colorful.
I don't care. I had the schedule a year in advance.